Now, a staple question that we do ask here at Downtown, Don't Waste No Time with Negativity, is one of them at least, is we go through negative things. Negative things happen all the time. But Andrea, I'd like to know from you, it doesn't have to be a recent situation, but a negative situation that you've gone through. And it was definitely that, no questions about it, but somehow, some way, you found a way to prevail and not waste any time with negativity. You might have even surprised yourself, but whatever you can share, what a situation like that would have been.
Well, I will give you, I think the last two major situations that I have gone through is when I first really started this business, which was, my podcast, Our Immersed Reflections, getting my website up. And my book was done from 12 years ago, to be honest with you. It's just that I finally had the guts to start working on it, hiring an editing team to help me flesh it through and what have you. And I have to tell you, I hired someone that, found me on Instagram and social media and reached out to me several years ago. And I don't know what it was, why I just wasn't vibing with it. And I kind of let it go. Yeah. And then this person reached out to me 2 years ago. And I decided to do business with them. I decided to wire 20 something $1,000 from my account to hire them. And to no prevail, the person was a total fraud. The person did not live up to their expectations. The person, it's almost like the person listened to my podcast and baited me. And the reason why I'm being so authentic about this story is because I do want young women or women that's middle-aged like me that's getting into this business of entrepreneurship to be very careful of trusting anyone, even if they look like us. You have to do your due diligence. You have to do your homework. And coming from the world of finance, I was really shocked at myself. So shocked that I was like, should I tell people this story? Should I mention it? I went and got my lawyer involved, which he was very upset with me because I used him for everything. And he was like, why did you just not, have me really look through this contract with you? And I said, because I just trusted her. I trusted her. And he said, Andrea, in finance, it's not about trust, right? It's about the facts and doing your due diligence and your background check and what have you. And I sat down with my lawyer and I said, what would you do? He said, God is going to bless you 40 times over with this money. It's not a big deal. And it's not even worth it because she's in Canada. And you got to hire a lawyer in Canada. You have to go through this process. And I just said to myself, I had went on social media and I mentioned her name and I told women to beware. And I don't regret it. And I would still do it today. We have to be careful we're targets, period, as Black women. We're targets. We're targets from the entire world. And we're even targets with our own community. And so we have to be aware and you have to know, did Andrea really want to waste her energy? I really wanted to really choke her out. And I'm going to be very clear and honest with you. I've been locked up twice. I'm not saying that I'm proud of it, but what I'm saying, there's a side of me that if you take advantage of me, you really can get it. And it took me a long time to get to where I am today and have the lawyers get involved and just say, you know what, I'm going to walk away. So I walked away. I took my, the loss of the $24,000 and said, you know what? You have children. She has 2 sons. You are a mother. You claim to be a businesswoman, but you're a thief. And the universe will deal with you. Yeah. That was the best decision, Kay, I could have done, was to release it. No one wants to feel like they got. You know what I mean? No one wants to feel like they're taken advantage of. But it's something to say when you can see yourself growing and elevated, like, nah, you're trying to steal my thunder. You're just trying to take my focus off of why I'm really here. And why I'm really here is because women out there really do need my service. And I'm not going to allow this to cloud what I'm doing. So I released it.
You said something so important that I definitely want to highlight. And we'll say that's definitely the solution, where you said the best decision you made was to release it. It wasn't to badmouth her. It wasn't to harbor that in your feelings. You left it to the universe and you said, you released it. So many times, I'm still learning that and learned that in the past, where so many times the best decision I probably could have made